I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Howdy everybody, this is Let's Be Real Brad, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps out, so please hit the subscribe button, press like, and please share with everybody you know, because I would truly appreciate that. Now on to the review of Hamilton. This is based on the 2015 Broadway musical Hamilton. This was supposed to come out in October 2021, distributed by Disney, but instead they were like, you know what, screw it, we have too many movies that are coming out, let's just drop this thing on Disney Plus. We'll just see if people love it, and bam, bam, everyone's just loving Hamilton. I wanted to see Hamilton for such a long time, but then you look at these ticket prices and you're just like, stop. I don't want to break the bank here, but do I really want to sell my movie collection just to go see Hamilton? You kind of got me on that one. This was hyped up so much by just rabid, crazy fans and numerous Tony Awards. I mean, this is definitely the most popular musical that's been out for the past 5 years, and everyone just seems to talk about it, whether it's just the music, the acting, and the incredible story that it tells. I've always wanted to watch Hamilton for such a long time, so now that we finally got it and it's on Disney Plus that I do pay for, it was just an incredible experience. I gotta say, this is the best film of 2020. It's gonna be hard for a film to beat this film right here, and I'm gonna put a little asterisk on it because it is not a film. It is technically a film, but it is not a typical film because it is based on a live recording of the musical that was played in front of a live audience. So does it count as a movie? That's where things get tricky. But if we're talking about experience here, this is definitely the most fun and enjoyable experience I've had all year. This has been such a crummy year for movies, as there's been so many movies that have been pushed back, and that's why we've gotten just a bunch of just random crap movies that will probably benefit more because of all the other good movies being passed on. But now having Hamilton, I was just blown away. I'm telling you, blown away. The film was directed by Thomas Kail. Music, lyrics, and book was done by Lin-Manuel Miranda. He has everything all over this film. That is just a true testament to how of amazing and just creative man he is. But let's not to say that he's had a ton of help from Daveed Diggs, Leslie Odom Jr., and Jonathan Groff, and many others that make this musical so fantastic. This musical just lives up to the hype so much. For starters, the music is absolutely incredible. I enjoy how the music is rapped and sung through exquisite lyrics that paints the story that it wants to create. It is detailed throughout every song, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The acting is phenomenal. Everyone is fantastic, and they all have a moment to shine. The costume and set design all look very fantastic, as all the costumes looked appropriate and authentic for the time in 1776. The set design is very minimalistic, as they don't really change many parts of the set. I actually enjoy that aspect because they have this wheel that goes around in a circle throughout the musical, and it's used for dream sequences or a lapse of time that I thought felt very cinematic and overall just engaging to the audience, and I thought it was just such a great little choice that I've never seen done in a musical before, and I don't know if someone else has done that before. I haven't really done my research, but seeing it in this musical was just so cool, and I know Lin-Manuel Miranda wanted to make this feel like a cinematic film at times, and that's why there hasn't been a true film adaptation of it. It's just an extra layer that I think just goes above and beyond just having actors on a stage and sing and dance with cool costumes. I thought it was just something that they just did a little bit above and beyond, and that is just what makes this film as special and amazing. As Lin-Manuel Miranda has stated about the musical, is that, in quote, "This musical is about America then, as told by America now." I think that statement shows the true reflection of the whole musical. It offers this modern day commentary to that time period in America, which shows how vastly different laws, policies, society was built during that time. The film didn't hold back on its themes of political corruptness, fornication, strong adult themes, slavery, and the way that America was built during that time. I felt as though these themes work seamlessly throughout the story and within its characters, while keeping the story interesting, completely enjoyable throughout. They don't really hit you over the head with very strong messages, as the messages are clear through the story and through the characters' motivations and desires and what makes their flaws so real that could have easily bogged the whole musical down with these strong messages, but no, it doesn't. And I think that's what a lot of filmmakers and other people who are creating entertainment or art in general need to learn from, is that you can mix both of those elements in there. I really enjoy the choreography during the musical numbers that were extremely exciting and filled with tons of variety throughout. The change in the color of the light were just used excellently and appropriately. This was used to convey strong emotions from the characters during each scene that I think helped engage me more within this story and in the characters. The story was just so interesting to me, as I think it just gets more complex and deep as we go along, as we get the story of Hamilton rising through the political ladder. But then when things get more complicated, as he becomes more invested in putting his time more into it, I thought the story really evolved into something greater and deeper than what the story was trying to tell. I was really emotionally invested in this film, as I really want Hamilton to make his shot. Okay, I had to do it again, I'm sorry. This was helped due to Thomas Callis's directing, as it felt as though some of the shots in this musical that were based for the film version distributed by Disney, that actually made some of the scenes really emotional, and it captured really great shots throughout. I felt as though if the musical was just shot with a camera here just panning over the whole musical and just standing still, I thought it would just been so boring and it wouldn't have added anything else to the musical. I would have rather just sat in the audience myself and watch it and then move my eyes as I go. But the camera moves the eyes for me on where I should be paying attention, what I should be focusing on, and where my eyes want to be. This is also due to fantastic editing that's throughout this film, as it goes to shot many times, and it just works seamlessly, considering this is a live performance, and it works all together in a blended milkshake, as I would call it. Personally, for me, I have no issues with this musical at all. I think it's extremely entertaining. The music is beyond fantastic. The acting is completely awesome, and I think it needs to be talked about more and more, as it already is. My only nitpick is when we get to some of the rap battle scenes later in the second half, sometimes it can feel a little bit repetitive, but it doesn't hurt the movie in my personal experience with it. But if I'm really trying to nitpick somewhere and try to find some flaw with it, that would be it. But I'm gonna be honest, it was the most enjoyable of the year, and I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. This really was worth the hype. I'm so glad this was something that was so worth the hype, and it was so enjoyable, and I can't wait to watch this again. I think it's just a win-win situation for everyone involved. Disney's going to be making money with everyone coming to its streaming service to see Hamilton. The fans of Hamilton can watch it again, and people like me who have never seen it or have never had the financial reasons to pay and go see this musical. It's just astonishing to see how amazing it was, and now I'm just absolutely addicted to it. I know this will definitely get a theatrical distribution when it comes out, maybe later this year if movies ever open up, next year as well, and I guarantee you people like me and my girlfriend Maddie or anybody are gonna go want to see in a theater again, because it's just gonna make the experience all the more better. Like I said earlier, if you haven't already, please like, share the video, please subscribe. It really helps the channel. So thank you for everyone who has been supporting me, and you guys are the best. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.